I'm back from my little pizza and beer break, and what am I drinking here? Chai milk stout with nitro. What the? Maybe this is actually my true niche here. I should be doing beer reviews and dark ambient reviews. Whatever. So, one more review, and before we close this shorter episode of the Inner Sanctum. And this is a project that I think is maybe a little forgotten in time by an otherwise prolific and legendary composer. It's the band Cataclyst, if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't think Cataclyst, I don't know, whatever. It was kind of a one-off project from Peter Anderson from Rising to Ichiri and a woman named Joanna Rosenquist or something like that. I can't pronounce Swedish names, some are really weird. Anyway, she was from an industrial project called Institute, which she was doing in the early 90s, I think as a duo with someone else. I'm completely unfamiliar with that project, but based off the little bit I heard, it was kind of typical, early 90s industrial. If that resonates with you and makes any sense to you. If not, I guess do a little searching around and will hopefully make a little more sense to you. But basically, this project had one recording back in 1992, which was then never released. Well, it wasn't properly released until 1999 when Peter Anderson released it on his own Yenta Atmospheres record label in a limited CDR of like 100 quantities. And basically the music of this project was basically take throwaway tracks from Razin to Ichire and like that sort of typical early 90s industrial sound and beats, and combine that with the I guess poor quality Razin to Ichire tracks, and you've basically got Cataclyst. Monuments of a Rubicund Age, this particular version was later re-released in 2007 by, who the hell is that? Tantric Harmonies re-released it. They're a Russian label. Tantric Harmonies re-released this in 2007 in this, basically paper sleeve kind of thing, paper envelope kind of fold-out thingy we got going here. Because obviously the original CDR pressing from 1999 had sold out many years earlier. So yeah, as I said, this is it's pretty obvious these are just throwaway tracks from Razin to Ichire that Peter didn't know what the hell to do with, and then I guess he must have had just asked Joanna to be a part of this little project of him experimenting, trying something different, and this is what they came up with. But obviously they weren't really too happy with it back in 1992 because it remained unreleased until 1992. So that kind of puts into perspective how actually good this release is, and. I only just recently bought this record off of Discogs for $2, partially because of the quality and because the packaging is pretty mangled from the user I bought it from. But nevertheless, I mean, I've been on this sort of slow-going quest to just check out all of Peter's projects, and if I could score them for cheap, that's fine with me too, because I don't think he necessarily has every single one of his projects on his Bandcamp site. He definitely doesn't have physical versions of them either, so it's it's kind of cool if I can pick them up for a cheap price, as I did. So there really isn't any special song on this record that really stands out and blows my mind. It's you can't, just by the description alone, you kind of know what you're getting into, and I mean it's that sort of cathedral like early Razin to Ichire sound, those industrial beats, and there's some tribal percussion too, which is also actually similar to one of another project Peter had back in the day too. And I'm assuming Peter plays all the instruments and Joanna just provides the industrial beats and I think the spoken parts in one or two of the songs too. I'm assuming it's her. I mean, it's samples, I don't know. The booklet doesn't really give any indication on what each member did. And there isn't any special song that really stands out. The Dwarves in the Hidden Realm song is actually, in this particular release, is a shorter version because the original version was 19 minutes. It's a pretty monotonous song where it's just this really steady tribal beat. It actually sounds like some weird shit out of Jumanji or something. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it. But it's a song that stands out. It's just, I don't know. Jumanji! All right, so that's that song, and that's kind of Cataclyst, I don't know how to pronounce it. In a nutshell, really. So here is the front cover. It's got some grim, sad statue in a cemetery. Gothic shit. Yep, gothic. Oh my god. Well, there goes the CD. There's the back cover, as you can see, more of that same statue in the cemetery. And there's the CD, which I probably just dinged up a little bit. And the inside. And there's a little peg to hold the CD in, as you can see. Little extra information right there about the record label, and yeah, that's really about it for Cataclyst.